Hey everybody, it's Grant, and today we're going to talk about Sasol stock, that is SSL, and how in just 3 weeks, I doubled my money. So in this video, not only are we going to cover how we doubled our money in 3 weeks, but also the taxes that we will pay, as well as how the biggest gamble that we thought we made ended up being the first payout. So since March 12th, I've actually picked up right at 10,000 shares of Sasol stock. Now, keep in mind, my average cost of all my Sasol stock is $2.18 per share. Now, when you take that $2.18 per share and multiply it by the 10,000, it comes out to $21,800 of a total investment. Now, keep in mind, I did not just purchase 10,000 shares day one and call it quits. I always buy, so for instance, in increments. So I purchased 2,000 shares on March 12th for $2.73 a share. And as I bought at lower prices and bigger increments, and sometimes smaller increments, because of course I got nervous with the market as the market fluctuated. But I stayed the course, kept buying, and kept my cost averaging itself down every single purchase to the point where I had 10,000 shares at an average cost of $2.18 a share. The lowest I purchased Sasol stock was for $1.65 per share on a really down day. So Sasol has a 52-week high of $34.03. It also has a 52-week low of $1.25. Now you might say, well, that's a ton of upside, Grant. Well, and that might be true, and it will later to be seen if it is, but there is a lot more issues to Sasol than just an oil and gas war between Saudi Arabia and Russia. Now, the reason for the uptick might be because Saudi Arabia and Russia has maybe possibly fixed this issue, and I know we've got a little bit more stabilized oil pricing right now, but when it comes down to it, I can assure you Sasol has a lot more issues than just an oil and gas war. So Sasol's latest issue that has really not helped it, besides the fact that, of course, the thing we don't talk about here on YouTube, as well as the oil and gas issue, has been the fact that it has been misleading and giving false statements to its shareholders. This has actually led to Sasol's biggest issue currently, which is multiple class action lawsuits for anybody losing $50,000 to $100,000 in the reporting of information to its shareholders. This has led to a huge stock drop, and the biggest contributor to this was our Lake Charles plant here at Sasol, and that was right here in my hometown where a lot of my friends work. And so this plant is very near and dear to me, so when I bet on this plant, I'm also betting on Lake Charles. When it comes down to it, the biggest issue was that they reported the construction cost that clearly went over budget as not over budget, as well as many operational errors at the plant that they reported incorrectly to shareholders as well. When it comes down to it, the stock has been in trouble for a few months now, and it has led to a 52-week low of $1.25. So with all the good news coming out of the oil and gas deciding to find a nice middle ground and calm down a little bit on their volatile oil prices, all of the oil companies skyrocketed, but especially with Sasol being so hurt from all of its other negative outlooks on its media, it skyrocketed even more. Whenever this happened, Sasol was right around $1.80 to $2.25 a share. With this new predicament, the stock skyrocketed to maybe I should sell $4.25 by the time I saw it that day. When it comes down to it, all my friends that already messaged me, a lot of the local stockbrokers that I talk to on a regular basis and sell vehicles to were all on my phone telling me, I'm not sure, I might sell, I this, I that. And when it comes down to it, super tempting. So much so that on April 7th, I sold all 10,000 of my shares for $4.23 per share. This totaled nearly $42,250, and that is nearly a 100% return in only 3 weeks. So you can see right here on the screen how it does not say $4.23, it says $4.21 or $4.20. The reason that I didn't sell it at this time was because thanks to E-Trade, I picked up 2 extra cents because it glitched. So thank you, E-Trade. So on the day that we sold our 10,000 shares, the Sasol stock had gone as high as $4.89 per share. Now, in the event we would have sold at the highest point, which was $4.89 per share that day, we'd have made a 127% return on our money. For the most part, that actual day was around 110 the entire day on the return on investment. But I take a lot of shelter in the fact that my good friend told me a long time ago that no matter what the stock does after you sell it, you can't be mad at a profit. So that makes me feel really good, because what happens when you're sitting there trying to time the best time, you're never going to be able to sell it, or you sometimes, but you're never going to always be able to consistently sell for the highest number and buy for the lowest number. So you have to get really used to this, leaving money on the table. Another thing is, if the stock would have went up to $5 or $6 the next day, I'd have been a little bummed, but once again, I take shelter in that fact. Also, keep in mind that I sold before 1 year, which means that anytime you sell before 1 year, you're going to pay short-term capital gains, which is 35%, versus holding it past a year, where you'll pay long-term capital gains and paying only 20%. Now, on top of all of this, I have not bought back in yet, but I am itching to see what the stock is going to do next. I watch it every single day, and I will have future videos if I decide to buy more. Also, please keep in mind, I am just a guy on YouTube. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and I am not telling you to go buy Sasol stock at its 52-week low and hope something could go right with it. That stock could easily go to zero. There is a ton of issues, but with a ton of issues and a ton of gambles, there are always a ton of upsides. When it comes down to it, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please smash the like button like you're buying your favorite stock at its 52-week low. Also, if you like content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel, as well as hit the notification bell to tell you anytime that we post. Also, please comment anything you'd like to see in future videos, and I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and I'll see you on the next one.